Hey, 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 this is Scott Lucas coming to you from Scott Lucas Solutions. And today I want to talk about online meetings. I put it as online meetings, do's and don'ts. It could be called social media etiquette or online meeting etiquette, however you want to talk about it. But it doesn't matter if you're using Zoom, Teams, if you're doing StreamYard like this, it doesn't really matter. Okay, Be Live, whatever. When you are scheduling a meeting of any type of nature online, here's a couple of things that I've noticed in the last couple of years of scheduling and being the recipient of meetings. There's a lot of different platforms out there. Again, not just Zoom, but like GoToWebinar, or if you're doing anything of that nature that are scheduled and you're meeting with somebody. So I'm just not talking about an online meeting just for like a collaboration. I'm talking just like if you're doing like a product or an interview type of meeting. There are some do's and don'ts. And this is just from an IT perspective. So with that being said, the first and foremost is number one, make sure that you either send out a confirmation. If you are sending the meeting, one, make sure you're sending out a confirmation prior to the scheduled call. So let's say if you and I have a call for tomorrow and you want to schedule it, make sure you send out that reminder or that confirmation. It doesn't really matter what it is. It could be either or. Send me initial, or I'm going to send you an initial email from the platform. Hey, this is scheduled for XYZ, which you can do with Zoom. So this is going to be more related to Zoom, but it applies to any type of software that you use when it comes to online meetings, whether it's for any type of meeting, mostly for business. But this can apply to educational in a sense, but for business wise, make sure you're sending out that initial email that said, hey, thank you for scheduling to meet this time. Here it is. Okay. The other thing that is a good do that you can do with the software, I know you can do this with Zoom, is sending out a reminder like the day of. Say, hey, just as a reminder, your scheduled meeting that you made yesterday is going to start in X number of hours. Okay. One of the biggest don'ts, you never want to do this, is to send a meeting invite to a time that one is in a couple hours, or two, you don't have the availability any other time that day or the week. Perfect example. We're talking, we want to schedule a meeting, right? You send me a meeting invite, and let's say it's 2:07. It's 2:07 at this time of recording. You send me a meeting invite for 4 or 4:30. That's not going to work, number one, because I'm not available. I won't be available. I'm available during certain parts of the day with my other job that I do. So regards to that, for those of you who are working full-time jobs, it's important to realize, hey, you've got to schedule things accordingly, obviously, especially when you're working from home. So that's why, hey, sending something out at 4:30 or 4 or 4:30, and it's not going to work. Okay. And two, what should have been done to prevent that is if me, the scheduler, or you, the scheduler, and me, the recipient, we discuss, hey, when's a good time? Okay. That's always going to be good. Hey, when's a good time we can meet, rather than you sending me an invite for something at 4:00 to where I can't do it. And there's no way for me to reschedule other than sending you a message. And then with that, you can't say, oh, well, 4:30 is the only time I have available for the rest of the week. Sorry, I can't do it, type of thing. We have to reschedule for another day. So when you're scheduling meetings, the best way, what's up, Chris? Thanks for watching, homie. The best way to make sure that people are actually on your meetings is if you ask them first. Don't send them an invite to where I send Chris, hey, Chris, I'm going to send you an invite, but you're not going to know what time it is, and then you're supposed to schedule it. That's not going to fly for someone like Chris. His time is busy, and that's what leads into the ultimate thing here. You need to be more respectful of your time, because when you are respectful of your time more, you will be more respectful of other people's time. Exactly, you wouldn't. So you have to give people like me and Chris, or probably 90% of the people who have a business, a 24-hour notice. We schedule things. Yeah, time is money. And when it's scheduled time, it's scheduled money. Unscheduled time, you don't know if the money's going to come or not. That's why I have the calendar right over here. My calendar. I live by a calendar. Most people do. My wife does. Most other people do. So when you're doing online meetings, the first thing as far as the pre-framing is to let people know, hey, what's a good time for you? Then decide, hey, that's a good time for me, or it's not. And then you schedule it. Then after you schedule it, if you schedule it in Zoom, depending on if you have a pro plan or not, or the settings are there, you just, hey, send out a confirmation email before the time is sent. But you need to make sure that the time, number one, is what people, your recipients, will be able to join the call. So it's just some etiquette that I see far too common. And there was a recent experience with this, so I thought I would just do this video. So I hope this has helped some of you. For those of you who do schedule meetings, I hope you try one of the tips I gave you. Obviously, number one, get a mutual time, mutual date, time, all that stuff. Send out a confirmation. Hey, you're scheduled, and then send out another confirmation or an email. Maybe it doesn't have to be a confirmation. You can just be a simple private message. Hey, Scott, are we still on? Are we still on for 12 today? And the person sends it at 8. Okay. Another perfect example was I had a client that we had a scheduled time at 12:30 for today. And guess what? She sends me a message a little bit, I think it was 8:30-ish. Say, hey, can we reschedule for same time tomorrow? So, sure, no problem. Hey, why did I say that? Because she gave me 4 hours notice. Hey, something came up. Cool. I understand. And that's the other thing, is when something comes up, let the person know. Because let's say this is your first time getting to meet this person on a Zoom, and they don't show up. No message before, no nothing. Yes, exactly. Thank you. That's what time works best for everyone, and then can meet in the middle to compensate for everyone. Exactly. Communication. Communication has gotten so big nowadays because everything is blah in your face. You've got ads in your face. You've got people in both sides of your ear. The communication, you need to develop a clear line of communication with people scheduling meetings or just in general so that everybody knows what's going on and on the same page. Okay. So again, just be mindful that when you do schedule a meeting and you can't make it, you send them a message. Sometimes it's okay, man, I almost forgot. And you send them a message 15 minutes beforehand. I get that. I can understand not texting, calling, or messaging somebody hours beforehand. And I can understand at certain times, hey, you don't get to let them know that you're not available 5 or 10, 15 minutes beforehand. I get some of that. Okay. That's fine. If there's a delay in communication, that's fine. But no communication and not hearing from somebody if I have to message you and say, hey, we had to schedule time for 12:30. Man, my bad. Are you going to make it? No, man. My bad, man. Let's just reschedule. I'm not going to reschedule. Me personally. Because you're the one that scheduled the time with me. And because I respect my time, I don't know if I want to schedule something with you in the future. Depending on the circumstances, okay? There's always exceptions to the rule. There's always exceptions to the rule, okay? So if you can just, for those of you who do meetings and when you're sending out invites or scheduling things, just be mindful to be proactive with your communication before, during, and after the meeting, okay? Whether you can make it or not. So I hope this helps. Yeah, and the follow-up confirmation. Exactly. People live busy lives, and hey, we live by a calendar or a planner, however we plan it. So respect your time more. Because when you respect your time more, you will respect other people's time more. When you respect the communication process more of, hey, this is just a courtesy. I won't be able to make it. Sorry for the delay. I get that. That's great. But not communicating that is the death of any future communications to be made available. So I hope this has helped some of you in your future scheduling for with people. Now, if you would like to schedule a consult with me, I know I don't have it here, but I'll put it in the comments. Go to scottlucassolutions.com and we can schedule a meet if you are interested in an IT consult of your business or your websites or anything else of that nature. Feel free to contact me. But thanks for watching, and y'all take it easy. Peace out.